day 2 of our challenge. Thank you to those who responded to yesterday's task, filled in the form, or you told us a little bit more about yourself. That's awesome, and we're so happy that you're in this challenge. We're moving on, day 2 of your first real task, and this has all got to do with stress, and this is a super important subject when it comes to gut health, and I believe one of the most important. It's the first thing I tackle with every client, and it's not that easy, but it's one of those things where you just form little habits and it becomes the norm. So anyway, I'm going to get to what the task is for you to do today, but first I want to give you just a little bit of background education and why this is so important to focus on. So we've all heard of our stress hormones, or we should have heard of them, which is cortisol and adrenaline, noradrenaline, all those things which are triggered by our stress response. And historically, over time, those stress hormones were triggered when you're in that real sense of danger. So they say that you've been like chased by a tiger or something. Not that we're going to be in that situation, but that's a situation where those stress hormones were meant to come into play. And what happens is when they do get triggered, so when your cortisol gets triggered, that's when your blood pressure goes up and when your heart rate increases. And what actually happens is your blood flow gets diverted to your limbs, so your legs and your arms, so you can run quicker in that stressful scenario. So our blood flow to our digestion and all our organs that are involved in digestion are actually diverted to our limbs when we're in that stress response. So we can see how when we are stressed, digestion just doesn't happen that effectively. So what I'm going to try to explain this in the simplest way, and if you have any questions, just pop a comment below or go into the group and post a comment. But essentially we have our autonomic nervous system, and this is like what kind of controls our stress response. So we're going to abbreviate it to ANS. And then you come out and you have your parasympathetic nervous system and you have your sympathetic nervous system. So these two stem from your autonomic nervous system. Your sympathetic nervous system is the nervous system that controls that fight or flight response. So that's the system that's going to kick your blood pressure up, that's going to divert your blood flow to your limbs to try to get you out of that stressful situation. Your parasympathetic nervous system, that's your system that allows you to rest and digest and restore. So this is a system that's so important to get some balance with. So the thing with this autonomic nervous system, the parasympathetic, the sympathetic, I'm going to get tongue-tied eventually. But the thing with this is that you can't tell it which way to go. It's autonomic. It does its own thing depending on the situation that you're in and how you respond to that situation. So at the moment in our crazy world that we're living in, everything is so fast-paced. Everyone has so much pressure on themselves. Everyone wants to get things done as quick as possible. And it's stressful. That is a stressful situation. And we're creating this stressful situation all day long. So all day long, your autonomic nervous system is triggering your SNS, which is your sympathetic nervous system. And that's telling your body to fight and flight. So it's increasing your blood pressure. It's increasing your heart rate, sending blood flow to your limbs. It's completely forgetting about your digestive system. And this is something that we're in all day long. So we need to find some balance. The one thing that can control your parasympathetic, so your rest and digest system, the one thing that control that is your breath. So how we breathe can actually lower our stress hormones, and it's the number one influence on our parasympathetic nervous system. So this leads really nicely into my challenge for you today. And this is so quick, it takes 5 minutes and you'll have it done for the rest of the 30 days. It's such a simple thing that I want every single one of you to do. So we're going to concentrate on our breath. So if you think about it, most of us are hyperventilating all day. We have those quick, short breaths that only reach our chest. And it's like breathing in, out, nice and quick, it's done. Hyperventilating, that's what's triggering our stress response. And we don't even think about it. It's such a subconscious thing. It's like the normal right now. But we're going to try and create some balance, and we're going to bring that diaphragm breathing in that we need. So that's that really big inhale through our nose, and we're getting that big diaphragm breathing through our abdomen. So you should see your abdomen expand and then relax. So my challenge is 10 seconds in, 10 seconds out. Long inhale, long exhale, diaphragm breathing, and this is going to trigger our parasympathetic, our rest and digest, allow blood flow to our digestion and get that moving, okay? So your challenge today is do it right now. Get your phone out, set 2 alarms, one at 10 a.m. and one at 2 a.m. I'm choosing these times because usually they're the times that everything starts to build up in your day. You might get some sugar cravings, you might feel really under the pump with work, you might be at uni, whatever it is, these are the times of days that I think are probably our most stressful. So 2 alarms, one at 10, one at 2. I want you to name those alarms breathe. So we're going to remind you to breathe twice a day. And when I say remind you to breathe, I mean those deep inhales, long exhales, okay? So whenever your alarm goes off, which should be twice a day, it can be more, I want you to take 20 seconds. So 10 seconds to take a really big inhale through your nose, get the breath down into your belly, and take one really big exhale, 10 seconds, out through your nose, and you should see your belly move in and out, okay? So you can take more than one breath, but I'm just going to keep it simple, 20 seconds, one big inhale, one big exhale, when your alarm goes off twice a day, okay? So this is going to trigger our parasympathetic nervous system. Quite literally it is. It's going to get your body into that rest and digest and restore. So the more times the better if you can do this, but this is just creating one tiny little habit in your day every day. All right, so focus on our breath today. We're going to delve deeper into stress and everything it does later down the track, but for today, 2 alarms, 10 a.m., 2 a.m. I will check in with you later.